Well, would you look at that? Well, would you look at that? We got some new clothes up in here.
Yes.
Yes. I can move this down a little bit. There we go. Actually, you know what? I'm going to move it up. I'm going to bring it down. There we go.
We made an investment.
And ourselves and our smells. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for all the love on the new stream graphics. There was a screen, two screens really, that we didn't have before that I really, really wanted. And so I did a major overhaul of everything. One of those is this. We finally have a single person, a solo shot, which I don't know why we've gone 80 some odd episodes without one of these, but we now do. So now if one of us is talking, we can actually go over here and give the person who's talking a spotlight.
What about if I start talking? What happens when I do that?
Well, Kevin, when you start talking, it goes over to you. And then when I start talking, hey, you know what? It goes over to me.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Me.
Me who?
Mewtwo. Ha ha ha. I should have said Mew.
You should have said nothing. My mic arm is squeaky. It needs some to listen to this.
Don't you have two mic arms? Because your mic.
Technically, I got three.
Arms? Oh no.
Gun shows that way. Or which way is it to the beach? I don't know. I don't know how to do it.
Anchor arms.
That's funny. Yes. Yeah, I agree. Chat could probably be sized down a little bit. I can fix that next time. Anyway, thank you for joining us on a Sunday. For once, not a delayed episode of Pokésports.
It almost was.
It almost was. Why?
Oh, because right when you texted me saying, "Hey, we're doing an episode today," I was in my bed about to sleep. I was like, oh. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I guess I can do one of those. I've heard of a Pokésports before. Cool. All right. Well, let's get into it for today. We've got quite a bit to talk about. Chatting not so much about the game, but a lot about the esports. It's been a while since we've gone like a full esports podcast for this Pokésports podcast that we have here.
Me and Mike switched colors.
Did we?
Yeah.
You used to be blue?
Yeah, and you used to be pinkish, red, purple.
Oh, interesting.
You know what? It's time for some change.
Yes. Now
I'm the antagonist and Mike is the protagonist.
Exactly. Okay, here we go. Pokésports Podcast, episode 85, entitled Nature is Healing. Aww. Hello and welcome to Pokésports, the competitive Pokemon podcast. I'm Mike, and I play with one Pokemon on the field.
I'm Kevin, and two of my wheels fell off on my car.
I'm sorry?
It's been a long week. Let's get into it.
Kevin, no. Can't do me like that. Kevin, tell me what happened.
So, I had to go to Philadelphia this on Friday, which is about 2.5 hours from my house. And then on my way back, I was about 30 miles from my house, which is about X kilometers away from my house. And you know how trucks on the trailers have the two sticks, so when you put the truck in idle, it could just like kind of stand there?
Yeah.
I'll show you a picture if you don't understand. It's like, imagine a stick, and then on the bottom stick, there's that cap. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that cap was on the road, like this. And I was going 80 miles an hour, which is like 100 kilometers an hour. I actually know that calculation. So, my wheels, I need a circle. Oh, I have tape. Mm-hmm. My wheels, what was happening is, if my wheels were just going to go straight right on top of it, it would have been fine. I would have rolled over it. What ended up happening was the edge of my rim, my wheels, my tires skimmed it, and the edge of my rim hit it. And it indented both of my rims on my passenger side, which then instantly deflated, and I was thrown off the road.
Whoa.
Inflated, deflated. Hold on, I'll show. I got pictures.
That's
But
incredible, dude.
it was
But you
terrible.
were okay?
I got home.
Everybody on the
Yeah, I
road
was
was okay?
okay, except
Okay.
for like the $400 tow to my house. I was okay.
Well,
But
yeah. I
yeah,
will never
I
recover financially from this.
you see that?
Oh my
Look,
gosh. Yeah, look at
that
that.
was my rim on both of them. So now I need rim replacements. I'm gonna be without a car until like Wednesday, and then I gotta get all 4 of my wheels changed.
Right. Because they need double match. That's
Mm-hmm.
oh boy. That's rough to hear. So
It's okay.
it didn't hit your tire. It hit the
Hit the
space
rim.
beside the
Yeah.
tire. It hit the rim. Wow.
Yeah, and then it pushed the rim in, and then the tires instantly deflated, and then I was on 2 wheels. And then I missed the Battle Frontier tournament because of that.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was gonna compete, and I got a
Oh,
message of like from my first round opponent. They were like, "Hey, I'm ready." I'm like, "Well, I can't."
oh no. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I wanted to see if you had joined that.
Competed.
That's a shame.
I did join. I
You
did.
did join.
Yeah, I was completely ready to play. Just rip.
That's rough. Cause yeah, like I know that you're very like gung ho on joining these tournaments again now
I
that we're going
can.
back. Yeah, now that we can.
Yeah, and now
But
that I actually have a job that doesn't require me to be there 24/7,
right.
you know?
So now you're essentially being stopped by the world.
Nature's healing, but my soul isn't.
The oh, the powers
Nature's
that
trying to hold
be
me
are
back.
like, nope, no tournament for you. You want to do a tournament? No, nope.
See, I wish the world would stop me from playing League of Legends, but instead they stop me from playing Pokemon. Like I don't understand.
Yeah. Nature's like, hey, you know what? Just go for it. Go for League. It's fine. You don't want to play. You don't want to play Pokemon? We got you. You want to play Pokemon? Nah, bad choice. But
Yeah.
anyway,
I mean,
mm,
it could have been worse.
could have been worse. It could have indeed been worse.
Could have flown into the intersection.
So that was your week.
Yeah, please have better news.
My week was okay. I mean, I spent a lot of it kind of think tanking a lot of stuff for Pokésports for this coming week and the podcast and whatnot. So obviously, if you're joining us on YouTube, you're noticing the new graphics. That's pretty awesome. Let's see that again, Kevin. Oh, he's showing. Oh man. Oh, he's going for it. Just yep. Oh, poor guy.
Flat.
Showing off those flat tires. So yeah, we got all this going. We have some new graphics. We have some finally solo shots, which we've never had before. Strangely enough, we had like zoomed in shots before, but none solo. I don't know why I brought in mints for this. I brought mints because I was like, you know what, let's keep it fresh for this podcast. But I don't know. Now we
Lucas
have
says
them.
Kevin got knocked out of a tournament by a car.
Oh boy,
I guess it could have been a player. That's right.
that's true. And then there's also the upcoming Pokésports turning up the heat that we have coming up this week on twitch.tv/Pokésports. I will be doing a series of Hades runs in which, for any of you who've played Hades, there's a game mechanic called Heat, where if you start on 0 heat, it's just your basic run through of the game, and then adding one aspect of difficulty every run is what I'll be doing. Trying like different kinds of variations with weapons and stuff. Trying different kind of challenge runs, aiming for speed running style. So that ought to be fun. And again, that's going to be on twitch.tv/Pokésports this week, starting tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow at around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. So that ought to be fun.
Hey, Mike, knock knock.
Who's there?
Hades.
Hades who?
Moving on.
The Battle Frontier was this weekend.
If you know, you know.
Battle Frontier Series 10 was this weekend.
Was it not?
Yeah, you heard of it. As
Sadly.
much as Kevin wanted to join, he could have actually butterfly affected this entire tournament to not have this outcome happen. But We
They
ended
should
up
have
having
canceled it because I didn't show up.
It's true. We ended up having the proper timeline had us having a finals between Victor Gutierrez, aka Torviv, versus Davide Pirodu, aka Art Car.
Would have been me.
Yeah, well, one of these two would have been you. We'll find
Yep.
out which one. Victor. Funny enough, both of the finalists came in with a rain team. Victor came in with a Kyogre Tornadus, Serena, Regieleki, Incineroar, and would you know a Shedinja?
Oh, Swede would be so proud.
Swede would be so proud.
Shedinja.
Shedinja.
That's one way to get around Xerneas. And Zacian.
Huh.
And not Calyrex. You can't hide from Calyrex. But Xerneas and Zacian and Kyogre and Groudon, you're kind of safe. Except for Rock Move.
I
You
mean,
know what I mean.
if you can
It's
get
just-
around most of the restricteds, hey, you're there.
If it works, it works.
Yep. Now, however, the opponent, in a cruel twist of fate, brought also a Kyogre Tornadus, Serena, and Incineroar, but the two flexible mons there were Urshifu Dark and a Ditto.
Serena 2 times in the finals.
Serena
Wild.
in both the finals.
Ditto is also kind of wild. Like you always hear Ditto in practice of like, hey, Ditto can do this, but no one ever actually does anything with it. So I'm proud that someone actually brought it to the finals.
Yeah, it's fun to see. And funny enough, well, not funny enough, but also the Ditto was actually used.
So proud of him.
I know.
It doesn't seem like that's like the Rain Core though. It's the Kyogre, Tornadus, Serena, Incin.
Yeah.
It's kind of a package there. Both teams brought it. Both teams have it. The flex picks were the Shedinja and the Ditto.
The Serena and the Incineroar, they both work well together, and they also counter each other as well. Like you bring the Serena so that your opponent can't fake out, and you also bring the Serena with your own Incineroar so that you can fake out.
This team also is like super shut down. Like both of these teams are super shut down to Rillaboom, because Queenly Majesty prevents any Grassy Glide, and then you also have the Incin, which just walls Rillaboom.
I do feel like we're going to start to see an increase of Serena accompanied with a decrease in Rillaboom, just as the months go on, as the weeks go on. Just because people are going to continue to bring the Rillaboom because they've been bringing the Rillaboom this entire time, but once that stops, or like once Queenly Majesty stops the Rillaboom enough times, people are just going to be like, okay, well, I'm not going to bring Rillaboom anymore. Just let's bring Serena to counter the people who are countering me with Serena.
You know why else Serena has seen like a really big surge is it has that ice coverage.
Yes,
so,
triple axle.
Yeah, like Landorus can't touch this thing.
Mm-mm.
And you don't care about Intimidate, right? Like, who cares? Like, you'll still take out a Landorus easily. And now Landorus doesn't have flying type moves to shut you down. It can't just Dynamax and then Max Airstream you. It just can't do anything. It just accepts defeat.
Yeah,
God,
that was the thing about
seeing, like such a big surgeons because of this.
Yeah, that was the thing about triple axle when it first became a thing. Is like, yeah, okay, cool. It's this move that does like, what was it, 20, 40, and 60 damage.
2040,
2040, 80. Yeah, it doubles every time. Okay, good. But that didn't matter when you had Dynamax. Like your opponent just, maxes and has all this HP, and suddenly the fact that you're doing like 140 power hits doesn't actually matter because that's what your opponent's doing anyway. You might as well Dynamax and go for a Max Hailstorm. But now that can't happen. Where's your Dynamax now, folks?
So many bad Pokemon are good now. So many of the good Pokemon are just too good.
Are we going to start seeing more Dittos?
Yeah, because like you said before with Dynamax, like if you copied a Dynamax mon, you wouldn't Dynamax yourself. You just kind of stay as a baby and lose to that Dynamax mon. So Ditto does have that room to be a presence on the field, right?
Mm-hmm.
And also, like you Scarf it, you're gonna be outspeeding the other mons. And then you steal like the Xerneas stats. It makes a lot of sense. if Xerneas is gonna sit there and set up on you, if you're gonna have a Zacian that sets up a sword stance and wants to be +3 for some reason,
Yeah.
just take it.
Now, Ditto was
know?
used in Sun and Moon, was it not?
Yeah, it was used in Sun and Moon, but it's always a niche pick, right? It's always a mon that's good if you have nothing else to put there, and
Right.
if you just want to just hard counter set up mons.
I see. All right, so between the two of them, between Victor Gutierrez and Davide Perodu, the winner was Torviv, Victor Gutierrez, who won. Again, that is the
That the Shedinja
Shedinja Rillaboom, yeah.
That was my guess, because there's not a lot of Pokemon on the other guy's side of the field that can deal with Shedinja, if you're gonna look at them.
Is that right? There's the Urshifu at least.
Yeah, Instant. I don't know if that was water Urshifu or not. Probably not. It was probably
no.
Dark.
It was dark. Yeah. So you're good to go. So anyway, yeah, big congrats to the tournament admins, the winner, of course, the runners up, and all the people who made Top Cut, production team, and everybody else who participated in Battle Frontier. This one had a sponsor. This one was sponsored by G Fuel, man. Good job, Joe. Good job, Joe, and everybody.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
No, that's good. And this just kind of goes to show between, I mean, obviously Joe UX9 is a powerhouse in terms of, in terms of online tournaments and creating online tournaments and getting people to participate. This is a testament to like online tournaments. This is the culmination of the 2 years that we've all, 1.5 years that we've all spent at home in isolation trying to figure it out. And now, we're here. We're here.
And I'm glad that content creators are actually taking this extra step, because a lot of the big Pokemon like content creators never took an extra step. At least nothing that I can remember to host such a big online tournament. I think there was over 300 participants or something like that.
Yeah.
I believe. Like, I think they tweeted that out when I was in it, or they mentioned it. Like, we have 325 plus people here, so try to be as organized as possible, et cetera, et cetera. That's wild. That's really wild. Especially getting backed by, fairly decently sized, if not big company like G Fuel. Like, that's impressive for Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's never happened.
The final total on Battlefy was actually 388. So 388
almost 400. Is that more than the Champions tournament, or was that like 500?
No, I think that was.
You remember the A-Drive and Wolf Glitch?
I do remember that one. Yeah, I believe that one was over like over 1,000, something like that.
That was also in Sword and Shield's prime.
Of
right?
course,
like,
of course.
Yeah. So to have that many people in the 10th series, that's pretty big. That's probably more people than have even like touched Series 9.
No, absolutely. And I mean,
8.
this is Pokemon at its, I want to say, lowest point. We're right now in kind of the twilight of Sword and Shield. There's a lot of uncertainty going on with what people are going to be expecting with Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. There's no news about that yet. The game has been out for a long time already. And again, just the fact that like a new game has been announced, that's not going to bring people back to the old game. That's going to make people fully stop, because they're just going to wait for the new one. It's not like you need to continue practicing that much. I mean, like every now and then, sure, you want to go in. Maybe people are playing a lot more Showdown than they were before. But certainly people aren't like picking up the game because they hear that a new game's coming out.
Yeah, I don't think people are like running to Walmart right now to grab their Sword and Shield copies.
Right. Right. We certainly don't have as many newcomers to Pokemon. Now, that said, there are still a hefty amount of people who are new to Pokemon, or at least new to competitive Pokemon. And for those people, we want to share with you some tips and tricks for the next time you go, or the first time you go to in-person tournaments, because those are starting up again. And we're going to be going over that when we come back from the break. So please hold tight, stick around. We'll be back in a little bit. And we're on a break. Welcome
to the Fridge.
Welcome to the Fridge. Hi, everybody. Good to see everybody in the chat, seeing Cloverbells and Lupus and Evan McDaniel, William, Gale, A Mystic Mind.
When is? I guess we could wait till the podcast to talk about it. But where is this stupid release date
For
Unite? We're almost done with July.
So if
Not
I
almost
look
done
up,
with July.
if I just Google Pokemon Unite, there's got to be something, right?
The something is July 2021. Like, thanks, Tencent. You're doing good.
They've got to do like a surprise
Twitter-
Nintendo Direct at some point.
Their Twitter is literally just them tweeting out videos of how the Pokemon work. Don't tell me we gotta sit through every single Pokemon before they decide to announce the release day.
No way, I'm sure not. But they're totally going to do like a oops, it released today kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, I honestly feel that way. Like, after this presentation.
Yeah.
Have you played a little bit of Unite? I'm looking at Lucario. Lucario seems like my kind of champion, you know?
I'm telling you,
very bouncy, flying all over the place. I like that.
there are no quote quote bad Pokemon.
Really? Because Snorlax looked kind of useless. But carry on.
Snorlax, it was okay.
It's too slow. I guess if you're a tank player, then you can go for Snorlax. But
Yeah. I think they
know-
all suit different playstyles for sure.
Mike's playstyle is to sit half a mile away and shoot skill shots.
Mm-hmm.
Pew 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 pew.
Doesn't work very well in Pokemon Unite.
There's no artillery player.
There's no
Pokemon.
There's not many skill shots. If any skill shots, they're like maybe an inch or two on a mobile screen. Like,
fair enough.
It's really just
hard-
point and shoot. Imagine like Lux E.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like big AoE type garbage.
Kind of. I'm hoping that next week we'll have a little bit of Unite to talk about, because I wouldn't mind doing a full podcast on Unite, because there's a lot of esports elements to that. It's probably the more esporty thing to make. Yeah. And then, Pokemon Go was asked in the chat. Brandon Ayers says, do you guys play Pokemon Go? I mean, we did. We don't anymore, but I think we played like a dumb amount of it when it was first out, and maybe for longer than a lot of the average people.
I heard now that it's a lot better than when it came out.
Yes.
Which you'd hope, right? I mean,
Yeah.
if the game is worse after 5 years,
People still
then
play
there's a
it.
Problem.
It is
I'm sure.
a lot more competitive now. You have like leagues, and the battle system is a lot different than it is in other Pokemon games, but it's still there.
See what the monthly download of Pokemon Go is.
It is funny though, like people do say often, and even right now in the chat, Brandon Ayers said Go is getting pretty good. Every time I ask anybody about Pokemon Go, or any time people volunteer information, for the past couple of years, it's always been, yeah, Go's getting pretty good.
So get this.
Yeah.
In Go's release year,
Mhm.
it made $0.83 billion. That's $830 million.
Wow. What?
In-
0.83. Yeah, okay, got it.
Yeah, 0.83. I thought you made me second guess myself. It's currently making, and this is annually, in 2020, it made $1.23 billion. It's bigger now than it ever has been.
Really?
But what's weird is that
It's making more money
users-
than it
Yeah.
ever has been.
The most users was 2016 at 232 million users. Right now we're at 166 million. So we're climbing back up. The biggest drop off was 2016 to 2017. It went from 232 million to 65 million. But now we're back up to 166 million, which is kind of wild.
So it went
I
from
say we like I'm a part of it, but
232 mil to 63 million. So it dropped by like 1.4 million. And then it has since gone up by it's gone double since then.
no, it went from 232 million to 65 million.
Yeah,
It dropped by like 200 million.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay, sure.
Yeah. And then now it's at 166 million.
I guess I meant 160 something million. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Now it's at 166. So it's gained another 100 million people.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wild.
Okay. Are we missing something by not playing Pokemon Go?
I don't know. Let's download it.
I have it on my phone still. I
How
haven't
about
ever
you click it
deleted it.
sometime?
I don't know. I've gotten so used to seeing it on my phone.
It's asking me for a login that I don't remember. Is it even worth starting over, guys?
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Find that account.
I was level 30. I mean,
Find
yeah.
that account, dude.
Yikes. Starting over, that sounds. Now you go to
gotta.
50, right?
Yeah.
Wait,
I know that
now?
they kind of figured it out better than a lot of people when the pandemic hit, because they gave remote raid passes. People could participate in raids from wherever. Or at least from like relatively close to them. They didn't have to go as far. And I tried out one of those from like my brother-in-law is really into it still. And I was like over at his place once and he was like, yeah, why don't we just go and do it? You still have it on your phone. Let's go. I'm like, okay. Interesting.
Mike made like a whole vlog when Pokemon Go game.
I was so into it. I was so into it.
I think you were more hooked than I was. You were actually going to events.
I was
I wouldn't do that. I would go for walks.
Well, in 2016, I had moved to a new city and I knew absolutely nobody there because I was 4 hours away from my old hometown. And so like Pokemon Go was the first chance that I had to kind of get out and meet new people. And so like going in as the content creator, like helped me make a lot of friends. Because I was like, hey, everybody here wants to, be in this video and everybody wants to join in on this journey that I and everybody else is going through.
Look at me, I have a camera.
I got the camera. So it worked out really well. Mega Evolution is the thing that I don't know about yet in Go. I know that it's there. I just don't know how to do it yet. I haven't tried it. I'll try it eventually. Anyway, are people still talking about teams?
What team were you?
Man, I don't want to make enemies.
What was yellow? I was yellow.
Instinct.
I was that one.
It was Mystic, Instinct, and Valor. Valor, that was it.
I know Valor and Mystic were down each other's necks the whole time. Like, they would just constantly fight. And then here you had Team Instinct, like, I'm here.
The Hufflepuffs, yeah.
It's me. I'm here.
Basically. Yeah, I was Mystic, but it doesn't matter. I chose the blue one because I was like, I like Articuno.
I chose Instinct because I was like, Zapdos is the best competitive mon out of the 3 choices that I have.
True.
I get Fire Chicken, or I can have Zapdos. I'll take it.
It's true. It is true. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I'll download Pokemon Go on the page and we'll see what we can do.
You could probably keep this break in. It was very on topic.
Yeah. You know what? Why not?
This break was very on topic. And welcome back.
I love it when we start the Frege and like we decide to actually put it in.
That's one less edit you have to make.
I still have to find where we broke. I just have to cut less, I guess. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I just know it was around 20 something minutes. I didn't even write it down. This is going to be a nightmare disaster. Yeah, so all of the games that we want to try out for Pokésports, Pokemon Unite, I guess Pokemon Go now. Ugh. Are we just going to turn into It's Super Effective?
Sure.
Yeah. Can we talk about the
for you, Steve?
Yeah, we're coming for you, Steve. We're then we're going to talk about all the competitions that happen on the show, and then we're just all around Pokemon again. Oh.
Yeah.
You know what? As I say that's actually not a bad idea. If we
is Mike getting the Go itch?
No, not for Go.
The glitch.
Oh. Not for Go. If we go into all of the past Pokemon episodes, if we like start at the very beginning and we just start like talking about each of the battles that happened in that episode and we like rank them in terms of how competitive they are or something like, I think there's an idea there.
Mike is asking us to go to the Indigo League.
Mm-hmm.
Check out Ash thunderbolting an Onyx and be like, is this competitive?
Exactly. But yes, that is the premise.
In the next episode, we're going to thunderbolt the Sandshrew.
But right? Because we can speak to that. We can say that is not correct. Everybody knows that. People know that. Oh no, it's a good idea though.
It's a very good idea.
Oh
I'm here for
no.
this. The same thing happens with Yu-Gi-Oh! I ever watch like the original first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! And just be like,
Oh sure.
what are they doing? Like,
Yeah.
none of this is allowed.
I summon Blue Eyes White Dragon right in the first episode.
Just
Wrong.
'cause.
No, can't. Excuse me, you got a tribute for that. Excuse me, and then you're just gonna fuse them because you can? No, dude. Come on.
I remember there was like something stupid where it's like, you can't attack my Celtic garden because I'm holding its feet underground, or like some I don't know, just some dumb stuff.
There's
yes.
there's a lot about it. This
The ankle grab method. Forgot about this clause.
yeah. But you forget ankle grab clause. Yeah. The Pikachu versus Onyx. Hey man, like I hit that sprinkler system. I hit the sprinkler system, and now the Onyx is wet.
Oh, is that what they try to do in the anime?
Pikachu used soak.
Oh.
Wait. Pikachu
That's allowed.
used soak.
That's totally allowed.
That's fine.
10 out of 10. It
See,
makes sense.
And this
but
is
that's
what we
Sandshrew,
talk
though.
about. Yeah, this whatever. But that is what we talk about on the episode.
Oh, no. The Sandshrew knew how to swim. Did it not?
It was soaked. It was always soak.
They didn't break any rules. Those Pokemon were water types at the time.
Retroactively, Pokemon corrected their mistake when they made soak, and I want to say Gen 5.
Thought about it, like, all these kids online keep making fun of us. We have to fix it somehow.
This error that we made in 1996, we're gonna fix 10 to 15 years later.
Mike just showed he doesn't know when Gen 5 came out.
I don't remember when Gen 5 came out.
I don't either.
I'm
not gonna make a guess because someone's gonna yell at me. I'll type it into Google though.
Release date.
Sure,
2010, whatever. Hey, 15 years later.
There you go.
Woo!
You weren't that far off.
I in that I was right. I said 10 to 15, yeah. Correct isn't far off from right.
How much money did you make this year? Somewhere between 1,000 and 10 million. I'm just kidding, man.
That's pretty good.
Those are actually very good guesses.
All right, here we go. Let's talk for those people out there who are trying to get back into competitive, or who for the first time ever have been playing Pokemon enough in the time that they were given, or the time that they made during the past year and a half to go and practice enough competitive Pokemon to go and play competitively. Here are our thoughts for VGC etiquette for in-person events, because there is a whole, this was requested on our Discord. This is a whole thing. When you go back to events, there were problems with in-person events before. Let's not forget that.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin,
Absolutely.
do you think you can like count how many in-person events you've been to? I want to say that I've been to about 10.
I have been to somewhere between 20 and 25. Something like that.
I used to go to regionals.
I've been to a lot.
Yeah. I used to go to regionals, Ontario regionals. I used to go to weeklies in Toronto, just to play, single smoke on stuff. Regionals was for VGC for the one time that I tried it. I think it was X and Y or Omega Ruby. I can't remember. So there are a lot of issues with that. Hold on. People are saying 2001? No, it was 2010. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. I'm getting confused. Can you tell me something that you dealt with in an in-person event?
Guys, try not to be okay. I guess I'm not trying to tell you how to act or anything.
We're trying to tell you how to act. Yeah.
If you lose a game, don't make it that obvious.
Oh.
I've beat people and had them jump out of their seats, slam the chair into the desk, and just walk away as I just hold my hand out to say GG, and I'm just like, oh, he mad.
Oh no. Oh no.
If you lose, come back next time.
Yeah,
It's
there's the whole thing of winning with grace, lose with
you,
dignity.
you have to know how to lose, and you have
Yeah.
to learn how to accept that. Hey, most of the time, the game that we spend so much time playing is a coin flip at the end of the day, and sometimes you ain't gonna win.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, as much as people don't like to lose, there's always that. I think as much as people like to win, please also try to win with a little bit of grace there. Win with some dignity.
Okay, please. There's nothing worse, and no one wants to hear you tell them what they did wrong during a match. If they
Yes.
made a mistake, or if they made a play that you didn't think was the optimal play,
Mm-hmm.
don't be like, think you should have done this a little better. Think you could have done this.
Wow,
Next
that's
time,
really good. Yeah.
just stop talking. When you're playing, stop talking. Why are you guys talking so much? Be
You know,
focused.
you know why I think that is though. I think that's when some people are playing against others, they think that the other person is there to play like for them, right? The
Hmm.
reason that their opponent is there in front of them is they're there to play against you, but they are not there to play with you. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Like they're not. This isn't something that you invited them to. That you're not the YouTuber that everyone's watching. You're not the you know guru of this Pokemon game. You are there as part of this tournament, as another cog in this machine that is making this tournament go. That doesn't mean that afterwards you need to necessarily discuss. Um,
Hmm.
However, if
If they
you want
ask
to,
for it,
yeah, I think
go
that
for
like
it.
make a friendship first. Get to know the
Yeah,
other person on a level outside of Pokemon, and
like there
then talk
was
about the game.
when I had the PAX tournament earlier this year before COVID,
Yeah.
and I made top four. There was a person that I beat, and I beat like handily. He had a conversation about it because I think what was I running? I was running the max mail in DD
Mm.
with Driftblim. He
Yeah.
was like, where'd you come up to? Where'd you come up with a strategy like that?" And he was like, "To be honest, man, I don't know." He's like, "What are ways that I can even beat that?" And I'm like, "Then that's how you tell them like everything that you struggle against.
Right.
You don't just like." It's like inviting yourself to a barbecue that you weren't invited to. You know, like no one wants your advice unless they ask for it.
Right. Right. And I mean there is nothing wrong with giving advice. I just think unwarranted advice, unsolicited
Yeah.
advice is the toxicity in in-person events. Um,
Hmm.
People don't need to hear that. Same thing with just shaming. You know, like
You just
there's
reminded me something.
a lot of situations. I'll get to it. A lot of
Yeah.
situations where you know if people don't do the right play, instead of unsolicited advice, you start going, "Hey, why did you do that? Why did you Dynamax there? Why is
Don't
that
question their
important?"
plays
Don't
because
question
they
the
wanted
plays.
to.
It's because they
That's what they
wanted
thought
to.
was best. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Done.
Done. Tell me your thing.
No, I just remember that while at PAX, my girlfriend Mary
Mm-hmm.
didn't like understand VDC etiquette, so she was handing out Pokésports business cards to everyone I beat, and I had to tell her to please stop. It's not nice.
Oh no.
She didn't understand. She's like, "Why not?" I'm like, "I just destroyed them with an Indeedee, man. It's not. They don't want business cards right now."
That's not cool. Oh no, that affects me so much. I didn't realize that this would affect me so much.
If you guys are out there listening and you're one of the people I beat at PAX, say hello.
Yeah, exactly. I truly, truly, truly want to know how many people who have ever commented anything negative or hit any dislike button were people who you beat. No, not even people who you beat, but people who you beat who your girlfriend then advertised to. There it is.
Walked out of the closet.
That's hilarious.
So many of these went into the trash that day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think the one of the last points that I'll make about this, about VGC etiquette, or just in-person tournament etiquette, is what happens in game is all part of the match. So by that I mean, Tanner in our Discord, he had mentioned that he had an experience where somebody that he was playing against started kind of flaming him and saying like being relatively rude to him because Tanner had hit the Dynamax button when he had clearly I use in air quotes won the match, saying that he didn't need to go and do the whole animation in order to get through the game. But my response to the person who, you know, shamed Tanner about it was everything is part of the game. It, you know, yes, there's the whole like you can miss, you can, you know, end up at 1 HP. You wanna confirm a win, so you hit that Dynamax button that you haven't hit yet. Like that is just something that you have to do.
Maybe Tanner felt like, you know, having double his HP just in case he got crit. Maybe he wanted to not miss his Hydro Pump or something and wanted to max Geyser. Here's the thing. If you were really worried about saving time, just forfeit the turn before if you were going to lose anyway.
Right.
Right? Like, who cares? Like, you chose to continue the match until the following turn, and Tanner chose to hit the Dynamax button.
Right.
That's it. People are so... Stop being so mean, you know?
Yeah. Like, you don't want to feel like the other person is slighting you, but...
I mean, these are adults telling kids how to play video games, so I guess...
Well, yes, but I mean, like, I think that it's better coming from the older people than it is the younger kids, like, learning how to do it on the fly, because then there's a lot of, you know, the toxicity and stuff just kind of going through it, and nobody wants to have that experience. And if we can just, like, you know, erase it now, then we've erased it now.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
That's right, it's a fair point. Listen up, kids.
Also, bring your chargers. If you go to live events, always bring your chargers. I'm going back to, we're stepping away from etiquette. We're going to, like, actual, like, advice.
Mm-hmm.
Bring chargers. If you have external batteries, you could bring that too. It's up to you.
There are people who play online tournaments who forget their chargers.
Yeah, I mean, there are people that play desktop tournaments that forget their desktops. So I'm sure there's a lot of issues. I mean, also, eat. Yes. You guys get a break. Use it.
Yeah.
Don't do nothing on your break. Eat something. Hydrate. Shower.
Look away from the game if you have to. You've done enough practice going up to the event.
And talk to people. Have fun. You're there to socialize. If you're going to a live event, you have that benefit. The only difference between a live event and an online event is the social aspect. So take advantage of it, because we haven't talked to each other in 2 years.
That's true.
You had enough time to be an introvert. It's time to step out of your comfort zone.
It's time to step out of your comfort zone. Go and meet new people. Go and enjoy the time at these tournaments. All right. Now, that is to say that we are going to be having a lot of in-person tournaments. What we will still be having, I believe, is a lot of online tournaments. Now, I would hope, I'm crossing my fingers like I've never crossed my fingers before, that with Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, we will still be playing online. They will still offer an online component to their online battle system. And with any luck, they've been listening with all this extra time to all of the gripes and all of the moans that we have been shouting to the heavens during quarantine. And they'll actually fix some of their online play.
Did you see that the new trailer that was released for Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, they upgraded the graphics like a lot?
You're talking in the Nintendo Switch LED trailer?
It might be. Joe Merrick.
Yes. So during the most recent trailer for the OLED Nintendo Switch, which, by the way, if you're going to an in-person event, probably a pretty good thing to pick up. It's a bit of an upgrade. visually anyway. Not that much in terms of anything else. It's just like a storage upgrade, but
Big screen.
yeah, big screen. But yeah,
Screen
Joe
fan.
Merrick, Cerebi, took a screenshot of that because in that trailer they had like a split second of somebody playing BDSP. You could tell because there was a weasel in it. Yeah, that's the one. And he put that beside the old trailer, and it looks like it's like a significant upgrade.
Oh yeah, texture packs. They
Yeah.
unsaturated the games. It was saturated to all heck.
It was super saturated, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So I mean,
it
we'll see what that's going
definitely
to be
looks
like.
better.
Anyway, but my point is that if the game company, if Ilka decides to upgrade this online battle system, then we might be still seeing a lot more online tournaments, because if Joe UX9 and Rosemary Kelly and all of these fantastic people have been any demonstration of, it's that we are fully capable of doing online tournaments from home, and a lot more people are going to be able to join them.
Think also, honestly, if they just take the ranked system from Sword and Shield, copy paste it. Like, I don't care. I'll take a hard copy paste because the Sword and Shield ranked system is perfect the way it is, in my opinion.
I don't mind the rank system at all. No, I agree with that, and I think that the Pokeball to Ultra Ball to Great Ball to Ultra Ball to Master Ball system, I think that's perfect. I think it's the best way to use your system there. What's the worst is spectator view. Can we just again give a quick shout out to all the things that we're missing from competitive Pokemon in Sword and Shield?
Missing and easily fixable. Yep.
Missing and easily
Timers.
fixable. Timers. Yes. Killed singles. Single-handedly killed singles.
Done on purpose. They were like, who needs to kill Showdown? We could just kill the whole thing.
Exactly. And yes, Evan McDaniel, I did misspeak. Game Freak is still managing the battle system. Hopefully, again, Game Freak has been listening for the past year and a half. And, will be. Hopefully.
Don't ask me why I left.
Yeah. But yeah, you will be seeing us at live events once those start picking up, and certainly once the new game comes out, I'm sure there's going to be tons of live events to make up for lost time, and hopefully we can make up for lost time as well by actually going to them.
I hope they actually announce things the closer the date gets, because I mean, they didn't really announce anything new, right? It was just like, hey, this is BDSP. Come back.
But like, there's only so much that you can announce for a remake, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, for a faithful remake, I guess so. Because ORAS, they announced new, the red orb, the blue orb, the primal forms, the Mega Rayquaza, all the new Megas. They announced a bunch of stuff.
It's true.
BDSP really hasn't shown much beyond that, hey, this is Diamond and Pearl again.
Yeah.
And, if that's the case, then
cool.
Me and Mike might be wasting like $80, $120 if we plan on getting both. I usually get both. But, I mean, I haven't played Gen 4 in a long time, so I guess I can't complain too much. I actually don't remember anything that happens. Who's the champion? Cynthia?
Yes. Who's
the rival? Blonde hair guy?
No.
Dawn.
Yes.
Dawn. Yes, Dawn is the rival.
Yes.
Piplup, Chimchar,
Turtwig.
Mm-hmm.
Nature's Healing.
Bidoof's in that one.
That's right.
Spiritom's in that one.
That isn't that funny. That like the closest thing we've got to any information, recent information, in BDSP is Bidoof Day.
Yeah. Bidoof Day.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? 625.
Oh, is that why? I need you to check this right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
625 is Bisharp. What's Bidoof?
What number is Bidoof? Are they months off? Is that what? Bidoof number.
No, Bidoof is 399. Why was
what?
I'm like generations off.
Why'd they call it Bidoof Day? Barry was his name. That's right. Barry is the rival, not Don.
A blonde hair guy.
Yeah, blonde hair guy. I guess I was wrong. Wait, who's your rival in Gen 5 then? Was that the group of people?
Charon.
That was the group of people.
No, it was the guy with glasses and long hair. It was Charon.
Oh, man.
The group of people was Gen 6, where it had the two girls, the nerd guy, and then the larger gentleman. That was Gen 6.
Yes.
I don't know any of their names.
Oh.
The problem when you give me too many rivals, I don't know any of their names.
But where was Dawn? Dawn was also Sinnoh, no?
Dawn was 4, yeah. Dawn was your female rival, and then you also said Barry, which was the male rival.
Ah,
it depends on which gender you chose.
Yes. And then your Kalos rivals were Shauna, Tierno, and Trevor. Got it.
Yeah, all those guys.
Yeah.
Tierno.
Pui.
I remember that one.
There are a lot of characters in this thing. See, and that's the thing that we're not experts on.
we rush through these games, guys.
Yes. If I remember any of the characters, then they blew me away. Like the fact
you remember Steven.
Of course. Because you saw him enough.
Steven.
Yeah.
He's a Metagross guy.
But he was like the barrier to competitive. So, of course, I remember him.
He had all the cool looking Pokemon, too.
Yes.
He had the Aggron, the Metagross. Probably a Salamence. I don't know.
Right. Oh boy, yeah. There's a lot of characters in this thing. Anyway, that's gonna be that's gonna be the end of this episode.
Which side character had the most competitive team?
Oh.
Definitely not Hop or How.
You don't think it was Hop
right
or
now?
How?
Absolutely not. They were
No,
buns.
I guess not.
I honestly might say it was Cynthia.
Cynthia?
She had the Garchomp, Milotic, Gardevoir, Togekiss. She had a wild team.
Wally,
that was a Gallade in Oras and a Gardevoir in Gen 3. What else did he have?
It wasn't just that, right? Final.
Yeah, Skarmory. I remember that.
Huh. Yeah, okay, so Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Victory Road, Wally, Altaria, Delcatty, Roselia, Magneton, Gallade. Never mind.
You think that's the best?
No, I don't. I truly do not. Oof. Yeah, Altario, Delcatty, Roserade, Magnezone, Gallade. Yeah.
Lance had a pretty good team too. I'll say
Dragonite,
Gyarados, Dragonair.
Gyarados, Dragonair.
What's the problem? Sounds like a good team to me.
But okay, so we're talking like we need to figure this out. Folks, please do leave a comment in this video. The character, it doesn't have to be a rival, the character in Pokemon that had the most competitive team. And please do not say Red on Mount Silver.
True.
Just don't. It was made to be competitive. Yeah, I want to know who the most like accidentally competitive player was. Anyway, that's going to be the end of this podcast. Thank you everybody for listening. Please do follow us on the things that you can follow us on, like twitch.tv/Pokésports, where this week we'll be playing Hades, turning up the heat every single time. You can also follow us on Twitter at PokesportsPod. Kevin, what's up?
Alder is just Jiraiya.
Yeah.
They're identical.
Is his name Alder or Adler? Do I have it wrong?
It's Alder, yeah.
Wow, it's Alder. Gee.
It's Jiraiya. It's just him.
You can also follow us, rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, as well as follow us on Patreon, patreon.com/Pokesportspodcast, where we will be doing the league starting pretty much right after this podcast. Our monthly league where we play in current series, this time future series of Pokemon. We're going to be doing series 10 this month. Celebrating this week, people like, and I'm going to need some music, and I don't have that, so that's fine. We'll go without it today. Celebrating people like Matthew H, patrons like Corey, patrons like Carlo H, like Scott, like Joseph G, like King Boo, Martine, Ahmed A, Ro Ixon, Arctivish Dylan, Greg T, Lewis J, Make It Totter, PA, Mod PA, Ryan G, and of course, Ryan W, Sowen, and that's it. Thank you to all of those people. Hopefully next week we have more Pokemon Unite news, more Pokemon BDSP. Wouldn't that be fun? Oh boy, that would be so much fun. Also this week, I will be a guest on another Pokemon podcast out there called Our Pokemon Quest. Go and check them out on, I believe, where you can get your podcasts.
Everywhere, I think.
Yeah. Had the pleasure of speaking with them recently. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, definitely.
What'd you guys talk about?
You'll just have to say it was a lot. For them, they're starting out, and so they kind of wanted to hear about our journey and what, like, our Pokemon Quest. Haha. You know, how we started out and what it's like being, you know, me, a parent, while doing this whole thing, because one of the other people there is a parent as well. So
it's good. Such dads.
Yeah. All right. So we will catch you next time. Kevin, you have anything to plug?
Nope. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Anyone want to buy me some rims?